Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and I figured I'd go ahead and get a review ready and get a video editing and rendering before I make my lunch, and because I just made guacamole, and you have to let it, rest for like 30 minutes or so the flavors can finish mixing together, because I have it sitting in the fridge. Oh my god, those freaking avocados. I don't know if they were overripe or what, but when I was taking off the peel, at one point, I could just stick my finger underneath the peel and just pull it off. I didn't even have to use a knife at one point. I was like, good lord, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So, yeah, my hands were all covered in avocado. But, yeah, I'm gonna make myself either a burrito or nachos, depending on what I decide to do. Nachos are kind of easier to do, but it's harder to make a decent portion of nachos, to be completely honest. But a burrito is easier to do when it comes to a portion size. Anyway, this is going to be my review for Cells at Work, Code Black, episodes 1 and 2. I've only got 2 more episodes left to go until I'm caught up on this show, because there are 13 episodes in total. 3 of them are only in Japanese. So I'm just waiting on episodes 11, 12, and 13 at the moment. But I've already gotten up to episode 8 recorded. So, yeah, this body's got problems. A lot of problems. There's no end to the problems that this body's got. You get rid of one problem, another pops up. And this follows the story of another red blood cell with a little hair thingy like the other red blood cell had. Some people are speculating that they're sickle cell blood cells, or red blood cells, which I can understand them thinking that, but it's been neither confirmed nor denied on that one by, the creators, so, yeah. But I do know that this is the body of a middle-aged man. You know how I know that? Well, for one, the body's condition is a lot worse than, like a young person would have. 2, they've got testes and a penis. And that's due to episode 3 and 4. Because episodes 3 and 4 deal with those parts and something that can happen to a man's parts, aka an STD. Which one, though, you will have to wait and see. Anyway, this essentially follows a one who just became a full-fledged red blood cell, and they think they're still in training, but as soon as they get out there, they're expected to work until they drop. Because they are so short-staffed, the body's health is so bad, it's just overall stressful for all of them, including the freaking body they're in, because the body is so stressed out that it resorts to smoking, apparently, after 10 years, alcohol, what else? I'm guessing, all sorts of other stuff. Well, then again, some of the things that happen to the body are not technically the person's fault. I would think, kidney stones are not really a person's fault. But, yeah, stress, working too hard, sleep deprivation, all that stuff is going to have a toll on your health. Anyway, first thing the red blood cell runs into while delivering oxygen is, we see the LDLs, which is the acronym for the bad cholesterol, dumping the bad cholesterol in where it's not supposed to be, essentially, illegally dumping it. So this means that the person that they're in, has been either eating a lot of fatty, not good for you foods, and or not exercising, not getting enough sleep, all the stuff that's going to have bad effects on your health. And Yeah. Anyway, they end up working as much as they can, and I think I don't know if it was this episode or next episode, but the red blood cell runs into a macrophage that's either sleep deprived or just overworking herself on her job because she walks past him mumbling about how it's not enough, and when he kind of makes a noise that he startles her, and she goes to attack him thinking that he's a bacteria. So yeah, it's not good. Everybody is overworked. Everybody is more than likely exhausted, stressed out. So this isn't helping the body at all. And yeah, what else happens in this episode? Well, as he's trying to deliver with his senpai, they run into carbon monoxide. At first, I thought it was, when they said carbon monoxide, I thought maybe the person was somewhere where they ran into carbon monoxide. But then I remember the title, Smoking, and you get that from smoking. And we see what happens to red blood cells when they come in contact with carbon monoxide. They get into a zombified state where they start attacking each other, but that's not helped when some pneumococcus bacteria show up. We've seen those in the original Cells at Work, or the lighter version of Cells at Work, because the worst thing that they've run into so far is the cancer cells so far that I've gotten uploaded. Then again, actually, the worst thing they've run into so far in that show is in the last 2 episodes of season 1, but yeah. Anyway, thankfully, the white blood cell shows up and kills off the pneumococcus bacteria, and it turns out the genders are reversed because we had a female red blood cell and a male white blood cell in the first Cells at Work. This time around, it's switched. There's a male red blood cell and a female cell, white blood cell. And I've actually noticed in the show that, as far as I could tell, all the red blood cells are male in this one. I haven't seen any female ones. But all the white blood cells are female as far as I could tell, because I haven't seen any male ones yet. I've seen only female ones. Now, I don't know if that's deliberate or because, the body is supposed to be male. But we have seen male and female of both. I don't know about the white blood cells, though. In the original Cells at Work, we've seen male and female red blood cells in there, but not... I don't think we've run into any female white blood cells in that body, so I could be wrong. Anyway, she saves him, and they head to where the lungs are because, well, the bad thing is that the lungs are covered in tar that the cells are trying to clean off, and we find out that the person has not been smoking before, but then they started up again after 10 years. So they had quit smoking at some point, but I'm guessing all the stress and from probably work and everything, all their stuff are going on in their lives is causing them to start smoking again. And white blood cell points out that yes, smoking is bad for you, but when a person smokes, they get an instant but temporary feeling of pleasure, and it's very addicting. And so people smoke most likely because they like it. It makes them feel good temporarily, but they can't get enough of it. This is why people don't need to smoke. It's bad for you in the end. Anyway, second episode, alcohol. We get to see what the liver's like in this show, because we have not seen the liver in the first Cells at Work, because I'm guessing the person is not old enough to drink. So we have not had any need to see the liver yet. And to be completely honest, I have no idea if the person is a man or a woman, or a girl or a boy or whatever in the first Cells at Work, because they don't mention any specific organs dedicated to a man or woman. They don't mention testicles. They don't mention a penis. They don't mention a chest for a woman. They don't mention any of that stuff. I don't know what the gender is. All we know is that the person is a decently young person, because they are not old enough to drink, so we haven't come to that issue yet. But they did have a run-in with cancer, so actually cancer doesn't discriminate on age. It can happen at any age. Anyway, God, I'm sleepy. Anyway, what else happened? They run into alcohol, and they are supposed to go get detoxed at the liver. And it turns out that not only are the red blood cells overworked, and probably the white blood cells as well, the cells in the liver are getting overworked as well, because the person's drinking, and thus they have to keep detoxifying all the red blood cells and everything that come through there, and thus they're getting overworked. This is what stress can do to you people. Take care of your bodies, because you only get one, as far as we know. Now, if it turns out that reincarnation is actually the way to go, I'm wrong. But until then, we won't know. Anyway, one of the red blood cells with them, when they go to get detoxed, is an older man type red blood cell. And while they're relaxing and they have to finish getting detoxed, they go to leave afterwards. And turns out that red blood cell finished his course in life. He died. And we get to see the cell that actually breaks down all the cells that, die, to be produced as, waste? I don't quite remember, but yeah, dang it. Freaking hair. But yeah, this body's got problems, and the problems are only going to get worse and worse and worse. I wonder what season 2 is going to have, because of the final season of Cells at Work Code Black covers COVID. Like, I've heard that that's what the final season of Cells at Work is going to cover, is COVID-19. Oh boy, that's not going to be good, because it could either go where the body survives it, or the body succumbs to it. I am not looking forward to that, and if they tackle that situation in this one, unless there's a pretty radical change, most likely that body will not survive. Which sucks, because everybody in that body will die. Anyway, I'll get to work on editing the next video, and then I'm going to go check on the guacamole and get myself some food made. I'm not sure exactly what I'm making still. I just know it's either going to be a burrito or nachos. Wish me luck. I'll see you guys next time.